be able to speak more on Sanatana Dharma. Correct?
Thank you, Celeste. Namaste, everyone. And this is a wonderful opportunity. Actually, today is Guru Purnima. The word for teacher or pastor or the, is in Hindi or in Sanskrit, it is Guru. It is also included in the Oxford Dictionary, right? So pretty much the whole world knows that it is Guru who teaches. Now, I want to start with a shlok, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha, which means that Guru is as good as a creator. Guru Brahma is the creator. Guru is the Vishnu who is the sustainer of this whole universe. Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. Maheshwar is the destructor. So this is also a trinity in Sanatan Dharma, which is Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. So one is the creator, the sustainer, and the destroyer. So Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma. Guru is as good as Para Brahma, which is the universal consciousness where we all get together and go back to that one point of consciousness is called Para Brahman. So Guru is all of these qualities which can be in a Guru, or rather these are the people who can be Gurus, not just people, but anybody who is the creator, who is the sustainer, who is the destructor of this universe, and which ultimately takes you back to the ultimate universal consciousness. Now, for us in Sanatan Dharma, we consider everything divine, we including us, right? Everything is divine in this universe. The first guru that we consider is our mother and father, but mother is given the prime importance because mother gives birth to the baby, and then mothers not only mothers start teaching when the baby comes out, but they start teaching them in the womb itself. In the Upanishad, it has been very well explained in the Upanishad scripture that how whatever the mother is doing during the 9 months of pregnancy, the mother is teaching the child in the womb the similar things. So whatever the mother's behavior is, that is how the child is definitely learning in the womb as well. And when the child comes out, the mother is the first teacher. Mother is the first guru who teaches the child how to not just how to walk and talk, but even forms the whole consciousness of that child. So the mother is the first guru. Now there are many teachers that I want to say. These are the Sanskrit names, so I want to explain. The first one is the teacher who give you information is called Adhyapak. The one who imparts knowledge combined with information is called Upadhyay. The one who imparts skill is called Acharya. The one who is able to give a deep insight into a subject is called Pandit. The one who has a visionary view on a subject and teaches you to think in that particular manner is called as Dhrishta. The one who is able to awaken wisdom in you, leading you from darkness to light, is called Guru. So that this is the definition of exactly what the guru is, that the one who takes you away from darkness into light. And that is the sole purpose of soul in this universe. What we Sanatan Dharma believes, that the human comes to get away from darkness into light, and these are the different kind of teachers or gurus which are available, which is Adhyapak, Upadhyaya, Acharya, Pandit, Drishta, and Guru, finally. So, we not just believe that mother is the teacher, but as the kid grows, in the earlier days, back in the days, there were Gurukul, where where the person would go once they attain a certain age of like 7 or 8 years, and the parents would put them in the Gurukul, which is like residential schools, and where they get every all kind of skills from metallurgy to artillery to how to all the things that the person needs to know, not just science, not just art, but everything that the person needs to know. So that is how the Gurukul were designed, where the gurus were there, and the ultimate desire of every person or every guru was to take one from darkness into light. So I'll finish with that.
you so much. Let's give her a round of applause. Yes. As always, Divya Jangi packed in so much information into one answer, which is really, really great. Um, so I guess to clarify just the more simpler points that I was able to take away from your answer is basically we could say that the ultimate teacher that can bring you from darkness to light. You gave us different levels of different teachers, and the abilities or the resources that they can give us. But ultimately, the guru can give all of those levels all at
Absolutely.
once.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So the one, the teacher who gives you information, it's just like merely this physical world's information, that is adhyapak, which are in our schools. That the teacher in our school is called adhyapak, and the one who imparts knowledge combined with, yeah,
Is that
adhyapak.
also called a guru as well, or just a person?
So I think the guru is rather, more into the spiritual realm. You can say that, where the person is going from darkness into light, and the whole the consciousness awakening or the enlightenment. But if you talk about the levels that I spoke about, it it goes from level 1 to up to the guru. So adhyapak can even try to be a guru and can try to impart that spiritual knowledge too.
Oh, definitely. And you also explained that a guru, they're encompassing the Brahma, the Vishnu, and the Ma. Can you
Mahesh, yeah.
Mahesh, which is the creator, destructor, and maintainer.
Brahma is the creator, and the Vishnu is the sustainer, and Mahesh is the destructor.
Yes, and they encompass all of these qualities into one being. To
They can, and that is the ultimate goal, actually. That how a person should attain an enlightenment and can be one with the Brahman, which is the universal consciousness. That is the way that the person can be, or the soul, not a person, but a soul should be have all these three qualities, or one with the Trinity. So that is the goal. Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Everyone can be a guru, but upadhyay, like I consider myself as upadhyay who gives out information, and sometimes I can consider myself as drishta who has some vision about some visionary inputs about some issues or some topics. But can I take somebody from darkness to light? Yes, because it is a big umbrella where by input of knowledge or imparting knowledge, one takes one from darkness into light. It can be skill sets. So like I told about the gurukuls. Gurukuls were the schools, the residential school where the Sanatan kids would go at an early age, and there were 50 types of skills that they would learn. I just wanted to speak out a couple of them, like metallurgy, flight, navigation, space science, environment, solar study, lunar study, weather forecast, battery study, solar energy, day and night study, space research, astronomy, geography, time, geology, mining, gems and metals, gravity, solar energy, communication, plane, water vessels, arms and ammunition, zoology and botany, material science, commerce, agriculture, animal husbandry, bird keeping, animal training, and many more like this. So there were total 50 educations that were imparted by acharyas in that gurukul. Now, apart from just imparting this knowledge, obviously all of them had involved the involvement of gurus or drishtas who were taking them, or pandit who were taking them from darkness into light. So if you talk about the spiritual realm, I consider still myself as a little bit of a guru who is trying to tell the world that Sanatan Dharma is the oldest, Sanatan Dharma is the most ancient one. It has the most ancient scriptures. It had the beauty of knowledge, which is still carrying forward. And so this is the part where I consider myself as guru, and this is what also the guru imparts. Whereas Upadhyay or Acharya or Drishta would impart skill set or a vision or a specific detail about a subject. Also, I wanted to tell two shlokas which goes well with today's question. Guru na prapyate yatnanya त्रपिः लभ्यते guru prasadat sarvam tu prapto yatve na sanshayah, which means whatever is not obtained from the guru cannot be obtained from elsewhere. With the grace of the guru, one indeed gets everything. So guru is one such person who gives you everything. There is another one which tells, I'll just speak the English version of it. Modesty yields service, service to the guru yields knowledge, knowledge yields detachment, and detachment yields salvation. So the ultimate goal of be it acharya, be it upadhyaya, be it drishta, the ultimate goal of the guru would be again to take you to the salvation. So for the physical world, the roles could be different of the teacher, but ultimately one has to look up to that as a soul. You have to attain salvation, and that is your ultimate goal. So I'll finish with that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for that answer.